Stephen, have you started the Zoom yet?
No, not yet. We're just splitting it up now. Okay, we understand. We'll let them in. Oh, Rhythm's on here. So she wants to.
This is Romney. This is Manny.
Okay.
This is yeah. Are you saying?
Camera.
Oh, you know. Yeah, yeah.
Such cute.
Kathleen coming in.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why didn't we find new friends? I just find new friends. Hello.
Find out.
Don't worry, sending my batteries.
Hello. Hello, David.
Yes.
All okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Text you. She's not.
Are you ready? I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Wow.
Hi.
Taking what we had?
There's nobody from the community sliding in.
Well, where are you all here? Woods here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We tried, I know.
No, I believe it.
Very hard.
But she tried it. Oh, they did. She's older.
Yeah.
As a young woman, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to our meeting tonight and taking time out from the day. We do appreciate it. Just as a reminder, under Florida law, these Zoom meetings are required to be recorded. So everything that goes on in this meeting will be in Zoom world for at least the next 365 days.
Sorry.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. And take the note who is in attendance. Brendan?
Here.
Marvin?
Here.
Heather? Rotan, you there?
Here.
Okay, and I'm here as well. So all board of directors are in attendance in person or in Zoom. Proof of the notice of the meeting, I saw it was put on the bulletin board. I believe it was put on the board Thursday, the 16th.
It was.
So that we had confirmation of that. I believe in the package is the minutes for the March 23rd, 2026 meeting. And I'm asking if we can have a waiver of the reading of the minutes. Seconded. Brendan, all in favor?
Aye.
Rotan, all in favor, unanimous. Managers report.
Okay, quick update on ClickPay. So we encourage everybody to sign up for ClickPay. The statistics of people paying is very high, but the statistics of people using ClickPay wasn't as great as, yeah, the people who are using ClickPay, we really want to encourage everybody to use it. We had 40 people who actually brought checks to the office. And 40. So the office actually had to process 40 of those. And then the others were either through Dropbox Lockbox, which is mailed directly to the PO box, or they were set up ClickPay, either a recurring charge or just a one-time charge. Most people signed up for the one-time charge, which was 43 people. 21 people signed up for recurring, and 16 people went to the lockbox. So we had 120 transactions or 120 units represented in ClickPay as a whole, because including the ones we did in the office. FSR accounting, the first set of financial statements were sent today to management. We're going to review those internally. FSR is reviewing it internally on Friday, and then on Monday we're going to present it to the board. So we're excited that the financials are in order. The other part of it is we're still analyzing everyone's ledgers. So please just continue to be patient with us, and by Friday we'll have all the ledgers analyzed properly.
Just before you skip it, just before we move on to that, I believe, Marvin, you had told me 2 people still paid through numerous,
Yeah.
paid through
Through the
Truist.
box, I think they paid through Truist.
Okay.
They must have mailed it to Truist.
They did.
Hey, anyone, Truist, those accounts are closed, so please don't mail any monies to them
We
because
the coupons from Truist.
some of the coupons are still there, but that account is closed, so becomes a headache. We're trying to deal with getting the money back, so.
People let them know.
But you can't get them.
We did, I mean, but just as a reminder again, please leave that, don't use that again. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, okay. As far as the elevator update, the elevator I circulated an email to everybody in the community today. So Monday, they're going to be on site working on the elevator, but what they're going to be doing really is up in the mechanical room, and they'll be doing some stuff behind the scenes. They're not going to be shutting the elevator down, but the following Monday, on May 5th, the elevator will be shut down. They anticipate this elevator to take about 2 months because they have the materials, they have the know-how from the other elevator. They are replacing the pads, the moving pads that were in the new elevator. So they're bringing us some heavy duty pads. And then the board authorized a logo carpet for the elevator, and that logo carpet will be in by the time the old elevator is closed down by the 5th. So that's good news. Rooftop exhaust fans. I just bring that up because there were 2 exhaust fans that were apparently broken for several years on the roof. The board authorized us to replace them. They had a repair and replace, which we've done. These are the fans when you turn on your kitchen fan or you turn on your bathroom fan. That's what draws the air out. Some people reported theirs isn't working. I think it's due to construction that happened over time. They may have blocked something off, or they may have just cut it out altogether. But those exhaust fans on the roof all work. The next item is the FSR quality assurance report that was done on April 13th, or issued on April 13th. The report is in your books. It's a very detailed report. I mean, overall, our score has gone up, which is great from last year, and last year went up from the previous year. So we're right now 4.2 out of 5. And most of the items that are, are neglected as far as the property is concerned is paint. There's a lot of painting that has to be done. I know people have called the office about painting the laundry room, the garbage area of the laundry rooms. We're aware of it, to paint the door jambs of the laundry rooms and even the doors like leading from the hallway to the laundry. They're not all in great shape. So for us to do this with one man, Adolfo, it's very difficult, especially with the number of water shutdowns we have in this building. So I am out bidding painting right now for a full scope, which includes all the overhead piping, includes the stairwells, includes the stairwells on the west side, includes the railings. It's a pretty big scope, and I'm going to be presenting that to the board, and hopefully the board can make a decision.
Is there anybody in the waiting room? Because people say they can't get in. Yeah.
I don't see anybody in the waiting room at all. I'm sorry, I don't see anybody there. No, everyone who is in the waiting room is in.
Everybody's in.
Mm-hmm.
You send the link out.
Yes,
So,
a couple times. Okay, so review the report at your leisure, and as you'll see, most of it is related to, the painting. The next item on the list is the 50-year inspection. So there was a 50-year inspection that was completed, several weeks ago, although it commenced last year. Marvin and I met with the engineer, Miller Engineering, who was the engineer for the structural work, not the engineer who did the 50-year. So we brought them in. We walked all of the report with them. Most of it is really related to maintenance items. Nothing that was really obvious that was left over from last year or not done by the original scope with Restore. So included in the package is a report from the engineer from Miller Engineering, as well as a proposal and photographs of what they found and what's already been repaired. And they noted that in their report as compared to what was identified in the 50-year. So I'm bidding that work now, and I'll bring that to the board for the next meeting, so we can knock that out.
Even the columns that they referenced.
They're complete, and then Miller Engineers acknowledge they're complete and they're in good shape. It was just a timing issue, I believe. I think they came early, like last year sometime before I was here, and they did their pictures, and they never came back again to re-inspect it. So that's how that worked out.
And that's it, that's Miller's report.
Yeah, it's in the package
But
as
he may
well.
not have it, so just in case.
Mhm.
Well, he gave his book back, so that's what Miller said. Go ahead.
Okay, the next item is the AT&T lease. Maybe Marvin or Anthony, you want to talk about that briefly? Quick summary.
Yeah, sure. So there's a company that reached out to the board, basically through Brendan and through me, through Anthony. They want to buy the roof rights to the AT&T lease. And they've offered us in excess of $1.6 million lump sum upfront. And they're trying to, at this point, figure out whether we have the authority to do that, whether it's financially, fiscally responsible for us to do that, take that money, stick it in the bank. We'll have it for future reserves or future improvements that need to be done. So we're sort of still going through it. We actually had 2 bids. We got another competitor of theirs, and both of them have basically come out with more or less the same amount. It's over 1.6, over 1.7.
No, just under 1.7.
So
Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, we have a tower on the roof. We're getting 5,000. I negotiated to get 7,500 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and Marvin wrapped up the deal. Starting in July, we get 7,500 a month, which is 90,000 a year. They would buy the rights from that. But basically, if you had 90,000 times 18 years, we're getting that all up front right now.
Wait a minute, what does buy the rights mean? In perpetuity
Yes, in perpetuity.
rather than year to year?
They're giving us 1.7.
That
That's
doesn't.
what we're getting. They will be able to negotiate the lease, the term with.
How about the microwave pass?
We addressed that? Yes.
Well, how about the microwave pass?
According
What
to-
does address it mean?
According
What
to
does
the
that mean?
study- according to the studies, there is no microwave pass.
That's not true.
I'm not gonna debate it with you, right?
Well, there's not a debate. It's
Okay.
proven science. So I'm asking, so he says we addressed it and you say it's no problem. So which is it? What he says or you says? I ask again, have you looked into the microwave pass?
I have.
Yes or
I
no?
have not looked into the microwave.
So why would you say it's not a problem?
Because it's not a problem.
So this goes to my ability to trust you. When you say it's not a problem, and then you say I haven't looked into it.
Let me just, can I just add something real
I'm
quick?
raising an environmental issue with the microwave avenue, and you say two contradictory things in 10 seconds. I haven't looked
I'll let
into it,
the
it's
lawyer
not a
answer.
problem, and he says I addressed.
Yeah, I have a question. The fact.
Well, wait a minute, I wanna hear, there's an issue on the floor, wait a minute, I wanna hear the microwave answer. Wait a minute, I raised an issue on the health microwave hazard. I'd like it to be addressed. I hear two contradictory things. Don't worry about it, I addressed it, and I'll look into it. So which of the three is you gonna do?
Can I ask what microwave hazard you're speaking?
You're kidding. You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
So you don't know that there's an
So
issue
listen,
with microwave
I'm being very
transmission?
respectful.
You don't know there's an issue, you don't know there's an issue of microwave transmission on residential rooftops. You don't know that. And he says,
I do
he
know
said,
that
but he
about
said
30
he addressed it.
Are
So
you
wait a
not gonna
minute.
listen to me?
If, no, I want, if he addressed it, I want his to speak.
That's not what I said. We discussed it.
Oh.
We discussed it. That's what I said.
So what did you discuss, sir?
We discussed it with.
So how come he don't know what it is if you discussed it with him?
I know what I think you're talking about, but I'm trying to.
So
have a
maybe he can
conversation.
inform you.
No,
Perhaps.
I don't think there's a problem either, but I'm trying to determine whether. the
He
problem-
said he
You
discussed
think-
it.
There's two issues. The first issue is,
We know why.
the first, right, it doesn't matter. The first issue
You
is.
know why I'm here?
If we're
Wait, you know why I'm here? Why am I here?
Straight out.
Why am I here?
Nothing's changing.
Don't you
with the
malign my
situation of
character.
rented spots.
Don't you malign my character. You keep a respectful mouth to me, buddy. Don't you malign my character. Who do you think you're talking to? Create havoc. You don't malign my character. You're out of bounds. You're out of bounds.
Do you have anything else to say, sir?
A lot.
Okay, so we just think,
Oh,
first to
And
clarify,
I'll get to it.
the fact that we now are renting monthly versus selling is completely another issue. Nothing has changed.
Right, if there was a microwave problem,
Right.
you've been living with it for years.
Exactly, that's my point. So we're just saying that potentially what we are currently doing, we could potentially get more revenue by selling it upfront, which is helpful to the building. Now, if there is a secondary issue that we've been dealing with for 50 years or 30 years or 20 years, we can certainly address that, but that's not what we're addressing right now.
Correct. Thank you very much.
That's fine, all right.
Done.
The answer is, you asked me if I had something else, and I do. I am concerned there are allegations that gentleman has made racist writing.
That's,
All right, this is not.
let's
this is
keep,
not-
I
we
wanna
have
know-
an agenda.
I wanna know if it's true or
This is not-
false.
We have an
I
agenda.
wanna know if it's true or false. I want him to look me in the eye and say,
Sir, we have an agenda. Please follow the agenda.
here's my agenda. Can I trust what he says?
No.
This is not,
I want him to look me in the eye and say, he wrote racist things.
please,
How can I trust what the man says?
sir, this is
Let him
not,
say yes or no.
sir,
Let him look me in the eye and say
this
yes
is
or no.
not, please do not disrupt the meeting. If it
I
is,
wanna know if I can trust him.
if there's a problem and
I wanna know if I can trust him. I wanna know if he's a liar or a truth teller.
that, this
Did
is
he
not
write the
the
things that have
place,
been alleged?
sir, this is not the
In my
time and the
ear.
place. If there's an
I'm
issue.
entitled to know. I'm fearful.
Yeah,
I'm Jewish.
No,
And there's Jewish hate in the world, and I'm fearful. I wanna know what he's alleged to say is true.
I quite frankly, I'm fearful that you're being aggressive.
Anything I feel.
And I feel you're being aggressive, and if this is gonna continue, I'll have no problem calling the police and ask you to be removed.
Sure.
And
Okay, I don't have a problem.
For what? Asking a question?
You were not asking a question, you're disrupting the meeting.
We stay with the agenda.
please, let us-
So if we went in an orderly way,
excuse me.
you'll have no credibility.
we potentially sell the rights on the roof, take those funds, if we invest it, and then we get equal or greater return than the rental, that makes sense. But if we don't, then I don't see the wisdom in selling it, that's it.
Thank you.
Good plan.
Fair comment, thank you.
Okay, moving along. Right now, currently, we have 5 units that are in some form of renovation. I'm trying to encourage anybody who's renting their units, if you're doing any deliveries, please do it between now and May 5th, because the old elevator, the elevator number 1 on the left side is going to be closed down on May 5th, the week of May 5th for use. So if anybody's planning to move anything or have contractors moving it, anything heavy, it'd be amazing if you could try to arrange that beforehand. And these are the specific units: 403, 408, 611, 1102, and 1107.
903.
And 903. Noted. Okay, the next item is the Miami-Dade County complaint, which I'll let David handle.
Everybody just should know that a complaint has been filed in Miami-Dade County Commission on Human Rights relating to the alleged discrimination of the association in housing. It's an alleged discrimination complaint that was filed based upon some comments that it was claimed were made by Brendan. The gentleman here who's upset about that is the gentleman who filed the complaint, and we're handling it on behalf of the association, the legal matter.
And the association of pain.
What's that?
And the association of pain.
And the association.
How are you handling it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's public record.
If it's public record, then you know.
But you're representing us.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us? What's the secret?
I'm not going.
Yes.
Stephen, can we move on with the meeting? Because we have an open forum at the end, that's the time.
Okay, the next one is owner violation correspondence. So we do have a fine committee that was adopted at our last meeting. And there were 2 violation correspondence that went out. I didn't bring it to the fine committee because both of the owners acknowledged the violations, and I assume they will not happen again. And I've been assured they won't happen again. So with that being said, I just wanted to make note that we did have 2 violations. On old business, we have the FOB proposals. At the last meeting, I was asked to go back and address the additional FOB for the ground floor of the garage leading into the elevator area. And that FOB was replaced with, essentially, it's the same price. It was just swapped out with the one that was on the north side entry of the building, which is the side entry by the guard, the side door. So it was just swapped out. And so the proposals are here. At the last meeting, it was suggested that that we work with the company that's currently servicing our locks here. They are a very qualified company. I received 3 bids, and their bid was the most comprehensive bid, and that's Excellence Locksmith. We just have a good rapport with them as a company, at least since I've been here. And from what I understand, historically, we've had good rapport with them. So this is a total amount of $19,067. And it includes the front doors, the elevators, the garage, the beach door, which is the gate out by the beach, the pool exit door, the office, and the gym. And so the cost of the gate that goes to the beach, that is the most costly part of this because of the amount of wire that has to be, it has to be trenched, and the wire has to be run because it's hardwired. The fob?
Yeah, if I moved it.
Oh, it will cost not much, a couple dollars. Like the little fob itself, they're not that expensive. So the package is here, and if the board wants to review it again, consider it for the next meeting, or make a motion to approve it, subject to the contract.
For one of the gates, it's gonna be exposed to the weather and elements at a greater level than the other one. Is it gonna be made differently?
It's weatherproof. It's a weatherproof fob reader. And the vendor has been the vendor working with us on our locks here, and he's very knowledgeable. It's gonna be for outdoor use, of course. And in case, because you have salt water out there as well.
I think to move it, I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
Okay, a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
What am I approving?
The fobs,
Which one?
the fob system,
Which one?
the one that's in your package. It's the one that,
Excellence.
it's excellence. It was the proposal that we discussed at the last meeting. I submitted 3 proposals. And then excellence was the one the board wanted to move forward with, subject to the additional fob. And that's why I'm bringing it back to the board now for consideration.
Sorry, can you clarify? So it's gonna be this gate,
It's gonna be for the, not for this gate by the pool, but for the gate to the beach.
right, the gate outside that in and out.
That's strange. I just have people in. I mean, I'd be happy to do it again, sure.
But what's the cost to install the fob and did I just have one?
It's 17,820 plus tax, 19.
Right. And so I'm just curious, I'm not for or against in either way, but what is the reason that we're gonna transition from what we have now?
Because this way we'll have secure access in the complaints. When you swipe your fob,
Yeah.
the desk will know you swiped your fob.
Okay, that's,
And they'll-
so I have in my building, I have one in my new building, or I just.
Does this include any
Doors that I have that. So that's why I was just curious, why, so they can.
Yeah, here.
Coming out versus somebody using a code.
And we're gonna have the other thing.
Huh?
So
So
when you swipe, you go.
From different companies on the same.
could go either
Or is
way.
that gonna be both?
It's in the proposals here.
That's a separate proposal that the door opens
Steven.
separately.
Yes, sir.
Rochelle has a question.
I'm sorry.
Is the back door going to be bolted as well?
No. The back door to the beach, yes.
No, I don't mean that.
No, the side door here, no.
Back.
You'd have to have the key.
What about to the top? No,
Up the stairs.
side entrance, the one that runs up to the side,
The back stairs.
the stairs. Gotcha. Yes.
I assume we can expand it if we decided that we wanted.
You can.
We can.
Mhm.
How many fobs per apartment? 1 or 2?
One, but people will be able to purchase an additional fob. At cost.
Hold on, why don't we put this on our phones?
I have it digitally.
One second.
I'm not sure if you can do phone access with this. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Knowing that.
Yeah, I think something to consider is that people are gonna be carrying this fob around that you can't really attach to your keys or anything. And you have to, it's a small thing that you have to put somewhere, and it's really, if you're going to the beach, it's easy to lose. So having
Download the app on your phone, when you go to
Right, that's-
the buildings, and you can.
I believe it does, but he didn't write it in the proposal, so I don't want to say.
Very
That
valid
it
point.
is.
I have it on my phone as well, so I don't need to use the fob, I just go like this, I click, and I can open it.
The same
So
thing.
let's
Yeah.
table it until we get a result.
Yeah, I think that's very good.
Okay, let's find out.
Okay. The next item is the access control arm. So this is the gate for the side of the building. I did look at other buildings along the street that have the gate. And they basically line up the same position that we would look to have our gate. I had 3 proposals, which I presented at the last meeting: United, Best, and M&M. United was the best price. I did check on their recommendations. They're highly recommended. And this is all they do, is this type of work.
And this is going in front of the side door or behind the side?
No, it'd be in front of the side door. And this does not include electrical. The electrical is gonna be a separate item. This is just for the gate and the mechanics of the gate and the installation of the gate.
And do we have a price on the electrical?
I have a couple of loose prices on electrical between like $2,500 and $3,500, but I didn't want to drill down on the electrician until we knew like what system we were gonna go with, and then we'll get a hard price.
The wires are going to be concealed?
Yeah, you want to see the wires. You want to see that.
Should we approve that?
I'm good to do that.
Okay, second,
Which one?
the 6840 United Door and Gate Multi Services, right? Steve?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So hold on, how long is it open? Are people gonna get something in their cars?
They're gonna get clickers.
So this is a clicker, not a
No,
reader.
no, the reader is very expensive. We can have the readers, but it's very expensive. It adds like $10,000 to the proposal. Otherwise, you have the clicker. Now, the people who have clickers for the garage, their clicker will be programmed, which they can operate this as well.
Same clicker.
Same clicker.
So how many clickers do you get?
One, everybody,
Where are they gonna be?
How much is it to buy another one?
another clicker, whatever we charge now for a clicker.
We charge $50 for that.
50? Yeah.
However, for most cars, the new cars, there's a button on the, normally on the, with the mirror that opens, what opens the door.
Yeah.
And if it's the same program, then it should work on the.
Yeah, I know some buildings have like a magnet where you can put a sticker on the car and we don't need anything. It'll just automatically open once your car comes to the
Yeah,
gate.
that's like a $10,000 plus add-on.
You talking about RFID?
They are RFID. Yep. It was more expensive. We can always add that later, but for the least expensive option, it was what's presented in front of us.
What if you don't have that clicker in your car? Let's
Then the
say-
front door, the front desk would open it for you. They'll have the ability to do it.
Do you have intercom set up so you can click it and speak to the front desk?
No, but we have cameras. The front desk will see what's going on. If there's somebody stacked up there trying to get in, they'll see what's happening.
Okay.
So did somebody make a motion?
We did, ready for the roll call.
Oh, you did a second to the rest? Okay. Okay, well, let's take a roll call. Brendan?
Aye.
Marvin?
Yes.
Heather? Rotan?
Yes.
And myself, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next item are the automatic front door opener. Okay, so we had 3 bids for the outdoor opener. This is the ones where you walk up and the door will open automatically. And this is for the front door. So you walk up to the front door and the door will open automatically from the inside. From the outside, it will operate when you push a button. It will not operate automatically from the outside, but it will from the inside.
Well, if you fob it.
If you fob it, it will open for you, and the front desk will be able to control it as well. So I had 3 bids for this work. The variation between these companies is it's basically the same equipment. The difference really is the price. So Excellence Locksmith, which is the one the board decided for the fobs, they were $10,000, $9,972. Miami Doors and Locks was $8,700, and this company Allergen was $7,072. These companies have all been in business for a very long time. The Allergen company is really Stanley, which is the company that makes locks, and they're a known company. You've probably heard of Stanley. So essentially, it's that company, and this company was the one that priced us the least amount at $7,000. Now, one of the board members asked me to look into the automatic sliding doors, right? So when you walk up, the doors will automatic open. So I had 3 companies look at that. And the prices really were all over the place. Essentially, it was between $25,000 and $45,000. Wow. It was expensive because it has to be commercial and because the whole opening needs to be changed and it has to be hurricane glass, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And those are the doors that would open up automatically.
What you're proposing is just the same door, but just how it locks and unlocks.
That's right. It's just a component that goes up on the header. We bring electricity to it and it actually will open the door on movement on the inside, and the outside you press.
Open the door, it'll unlock the doors.
No, we'll open it. It will fully open it.
Oh, the door.
Yeah, so when you walk up to the door on the inside, it will open automatically. On the outside, it will open automatically, but now when you walk up, you have to either fob it or push the button. And they are obviously handicap accessible as well. They're up to, ADA standards. Yes, ma'am.
Curious, if you had a power outage, would your fobs work? Would your doors work? You could just use your key then. I mean, what happens in that case?
You know,
On your
God
phone.
says no.
In my building, we have fobs, and my experience with fobs has always been when the power goes down, you're still able to access it because the front desk will have the ability to release the doors that are tied to the fobs to give people access. So like the front door would be released. You know, maybe the rest of these won't because we want to keep it secure, like during a hurricane, right? We won't want to unlock all the doors, but maybe just the front door, the front desk would release. But that's a great question.
Well, maybe battery backup. I wonder if
There is battery backups on them as well.
Very hard to open.
Yeah, we've
They're
spoken
in
about
there
that.
doing
a million
that.
times.
I mean, that door would be essentially the same if we were to put it on that door as well as the front door.
We spoke about releasing the hinges already like last year on this, and you said it's not doable.
We can't do it. I've had excellence here. They looked at it. I had another company look at
Can
it.
we change the hinges?
Not easily,
I mean, it's a ridiculous door.
not easily, because the glass has to
Why
be drilled.
do we need such a heavy door? Why do we need the door?
I didn't install the door. I have no
No,
idea.
but why do we need?
It creates separation. You have a party. I think it's nice to have privacy.
Yeah, I was like.
You should have a door with that, to be able to open it.
I disagree. And we've lubed the doors. I mean, I personally have taken WD-40 and done it myself. I know Adolfo's done it several times. I mean, there's no quick fix, unfortunately.
All right, what are we doing with the locks? You choosing the lock for the front door? Yes.
The automatic door openers, if somebody of the board wants to make a motion, that'd be wonderful.
And the three options,
It's definitely number 2. Number 3 says bad quality. Why would we do that?
no, it says highest.
Number 1.
What?
Number 1 says easy, cheapest is most common. More maintenance.
Which one? Well, I'm sorry.
Number 1, does this number 1 say more maintenance, not ideal for heavy traffic?
Right, so that's true. So the allergen one is the least expensive, right? I put these notes in. The least expensive, it's most common in older condos. It's easy to service. The parts are available. It's over technology. The reviews are it may require more maintenance over time. And it's not great for ideal traffic. So if you're in a real commercial setting, it probably wouldn't be the best option. The Miami doors and locks, they were essentially, $1,700 more. And that review is they're good for pair doors. They're less expensive than the other series, which is the Excellent Locksmith, but still commercial grade and not as refined and durable long term. Excellent Locksmith, when he quoted me on this, he told me that he was quoting me on like the best operator there is. And that's, after my research, is what I came up with. So this, what you would consider is the best in class, the top rated one. And this is the same vendor for the fobs who proposed the automatic door opener as well. Now, I can go back to him and ask him to tighten up his.
Other options? Yeah, does he have other options besides this X?
I mean, he would give us the quad DC or probably not the Stanley, but he gave us this one because it was the highest rated, the highest reliability, and give us the longest life, but it was more expensive.
So go back and beat them up. Let's get.
Let's see if we can get
Okay.
a better price on it, but otherwise I'm erring like in somewhere in the middle here. I would like, there's no reason to go to the most expensive, in my opinion. But nothing in this building is the best, so we don't need the best. We can stand in the middle of the road.
If he's getting from contracts, should be better, right?
Yeah, I'll discuss it with him, whoever said that, for sure. Yeah, definitely talk to him.
Okay.
Okay. All right, moving along. The next item is I brought this up the last one. This was the trespass, the automatic trespass that the police are now doing in Surfside. Anthony had reviewed it and agreed to it, and I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. So what this means is that if a police officer happens to drive by the property and sees somebody who he doesn't believe fits in this property, he could just go ahead and cite that person for trespassing without somebody from the building reporting somebody trespassing. It's something new that the city has adopted, and they asked if we would participate in it. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and we're going to move forward with that.
Well, we need a vote.
We do need a vote. So if somebody make a motion,
Somebody move,
Motion to approve.
seconded? All in favor?
Why don't I just-
Aye.
okay.
Why did they get it? The bunch of, no?
What? Well, they want permission from the board to, us to sign it. We have to sign something, so it requires a vote.
Mhm. Okay, under new business, at the last meeting, you may recall, we talked about the water pumps up on the roof. And I told you there was a water pump that we had two that broke. One was a big one that's obviously working, and we had a smaller one that broke that is now repaired. And then the suggestion was, let's go ahead and acquire, let's acquire additional, let's just keep some on hand. And so with that being said, I went ahead and I sourced them. I found the exact ones that we need. And the thought is to acquire these and have them in stock. So in the event it does go down, we'd have the ability to, I'm going to just let him in.
Are these different pumps?
They are, unfortunately. They're different. Yeah, unfortunately they are.
Well, I motion to approve.
Seconded?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Rotan?
Aye.
Okay.
All in favor? Unanimous.
Okay.
Open forum.
No, no different.
Go ahead, sir. Why don't you stand up, identify yourself,
Oh,
and
sure.
pose your question.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a comment plus a question. So, I'm Dr. Philip Jacobs, and I'm a new owner. And see, I'm an elderly person. I'm very fearful. Also a Jewish person. I'm very fearful. Because the FBI says 50% of hate crimes are committed. It's like, so I bought this unit seeking a safe space. And then I was shocked to see writings of a board member, actually currently the president, using words allegedly, using in writing, which I seen with my own eyes, cheap Jew and Dominican scumbag. I was shocked and I'm fearful that this is my president. I question the ability of somebody who's alleged to have written that, provide any kind of leadership whatsoever, which is why I filed a complaint with my 90-day human rights commission. Because I'm not a little youth and friendly need. Because when I use the do, I rear up on my hind legs and I do what I can legally to redress it. But for me and my people, this is the N word. This is what was said. And I want to know from this man, did you do that or not?
You're going to court, right? We have an open court case.
No. I have no court case. I have no court case. No. The Miami Human Rights Commission is going to court against you. And I want to know, did you write that or not? It's alleged, sir. Did you write it or not?
He's not gonna answer,
What did you? Why?
because I told him not to,
Why?
because I don't think it's appropriate to be discussing this.
Oh my gosh. So then you don't think it's appropriate. If somebody says it's alleged to have said bigoted, racist statements, whether that questions their ability to lead. You don't think
He's
so?
not the president, he says, so she keeps saying there's not.
Yeah, what is he? What's he doing?
He's a board member.
Is he the president?
No.
Is there a board president?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Let's
Is he in a position of responsibility? What's his title?
doesn't matter, he was elected by the unit.
Okay, so he's in a leadership position.
No,
I
he
think
was elected by the unit.
he's running the condo.
He's not running,
Oh, so who runs the condo?
actually management runs the condo with the advice.
No, so what is the board doing here? He's our representative, no?
But Dr. Jacobs, you and I had a discussion
Okay,
about
look.
this in January.
Okay.
And I said, and obviously, the unit owners of this building are aware of that statement. It wasn't a secret. Certainly published and distributed to all the unit owners sometime in November. They
Think
decided,
it's true?
they decided to elect them, whether it's true or not.
But-
They saw it and decided to vote for him,
Uh-huh.
voted for Heather, voted for myself, voted for Mark.
I think it disqualifies him. Anthony.
But it does not. They
Okay.
voted for him. That's your opinion that disqualifies him.
It does. I think people who say allegedly say bigoted things. This is what I.
First of all, I'm not, it could have
You guys
been,
are okay with it?
it could have been out of context.
Great.
Doctor, it could have been out of context.
What did you say? Out of context? When, did you say out of context? Anthony?
Context, I don't remember seeing it, but so maybe
Seeing
it's out
what?
of context of what.
Oh, I'll send it to you. And
Right.
please review it and we'll
Okay.
discuss it the next meeting. Good idea.
Any other open points? Go ahead, sir. Could you identify yourself, because I don't know everyone here, so
Alex Cutler, 903.
903, okay.
So my question is not to do with it, the question has to do with parking in the garage. So ability of parking in the garage. It's available and when. Second, is storage in the garage. It's available from when.
Parking?
Steve.
The parking is assigned and the assignment is based on the number of spaces in the garage. And so there's people who have been waiting for garage parking spaces for quite some time. People have purchased before you all purchased. And so that's gonna be, we'd have to revisit the list and give you an idea of where you are as far as getting approved to park downstairs. We're very limited on parking spaces here. We don't have enough parking for the number of units we have.
Because the standard room, there are 25 units in this. And 25 people actually came to the appointment. And where the rest of them, I don't know where they are. There are 25 people who came to the meeting and you must have been parking for 40 units.
Okay, there is, because we have 79 parkings and 129 units. That's just the fact. So what the situation is, that people who live here and are owners and live here full time with the car have been allocated parking places. There is a section of the garage that we've worked towards for the last 5 years, I've been on board, where we have allocated that for owners to park their car. You can go and park in any one of those parkings that's available. If there are none available, we can't create parking we don't have. There's none available. So that's how we're trying to work the garage, and it's actually been working pretty well. And that's how we are dealing with the parkings, because we don't have it.
Storage.
The storage, there are storage lockers available downstairs. You just go and speak to Stephen. And there are some that have been assembled, and if you need another one, we can figure it out. Yes, we're working on storage.
Tied to parking, there's no.
Say that again?
No, tied to parking spaces.
No, the storage is not tied to parking, so because some people have allocated parking, so they've been here for a long time, they have a car here, they live here all the time, so they have allocated parking. So what we're trying to do is give the people who don't have assigned parkings storage in the undercover area, the storeroom in the garage. So you will have a key and you'll be able to go in and access your storage unit at any time. So we're trying to create storage for anyone who wants. And when we get to that point and we've run out of those,
Same thing.
we're gonna have to try and put some behind cars. We just go, this is something that's in motion, like it's not finalized.
The storage room downstairs only has capacity for, I think, 12 or
Yeah.
13 units.
But we have another storage room that I haven't started.
So there is one space that has 12 or 13. I think there are 9 or 10 storage units been assembled
Yeah,
in that area. There's also an area that we may want to put a dehumidifier in, and I don't think we've done that yet, but there is an area where there are about 10 or 12 storage units available.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Cost of installation?
The cost of the unit is $300. And the idea is that you pay for the unit, but then when you leave, plus the cost of assembly, which is by a third
so
party.
you pay, it's yours to use for as long as you stay.
But once you leave, then you have to give it up.
When you leave,
No
you leave
refund.
the key, you bring your own lock, you put your own lock on your unit, and you're done for as long as you live.
And we, No responsibility of the building.
Yeah,
You have to
we've got
sign a
to
whole
be elected.
harmless. For the unit.
Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
address the humidifier or dehumidifier? I had my car in the garage at times and been there for weeks. It's not moldy because it's so hot and humid down there.
Yeah.
Is there anything that can be done?
I'm not aware of anything.
No, we've been.
It's an open,
and, no.
it's open, it never can be closed, the humidifier can only work if it would be closed. And unfortunately, wherever you are, it must be the exception, because I leave my car there all summer and not so far, I've not had an issue.
I'll tell you what's interesting, is that when I had the old car, every time I'd leave it like sitting for like a month or go back and come back, I had mold. I literally had mold in the seats. I put those like, I'm not joking.
Yeah, and I have damper in it.
And I put the damper in.
Yeah.
Now that I've got my newer car, I've never had that.
So that's interesting.
Because I think it's something to do with the older leather or something, the seals or something, yeah.
My car is 24 years old, but
Yours
I'm
is
exceptional.
Exceptional.
But you're
Well, you have Alexis, it was acceptable.
there's a difference if you're driving it and you're on for a week or two.
That's true. And if you leave it and then you leave a gap in the seat, whatever, I'm telling you, it doesn't happen
Yeah,
in
no,
my.
that's very possible. I was thinking that, yes, it's an old car.
Anything else?
Just a reminder, tomorrow night is music, bingo, 7:00.
Yeah, and have some.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Sorry, just one thing I would like to bring up.
Even on the way.
That wasn't addressed. I was made aware that somebody was outside cutting the leaves off of the palm trees because they weren't happy with the plants that were planted a year or two ago. That literally is destroying our property. And I was, why that wasn't addressed tonight.
It's all,
Have addressed that.
it's been addressed.
It's been addressed.
Being fined, or they need to be responsible for.
The person's not gonna do it again. If they do it again, they'll be fined,
Yeah, but
but
they
they're
destroyed
not
it
gonna do
all.
it again.
And it
Yes.
took forever to grow.
Okay, well, if the board decides they wanna fine, you'll advise. Yeah.
So they're not.
No, no, I know. She's a no. Yeah, she's a no.
Oh, I.
They're no-
Because I can see that. Well, then I suggest we replace the pants and windows.
No, he's saying they're gallery, but it's been destroyed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Remember, it's hurricane season's coming up, so if you're a snowbird, please secure the items on your balcony, please. Because an item on the balcony can blow into the glass along your railing, and the glass on the railing breaks, it's very expensive. And you're gonna be responsible, so please make sure you secure what's on your balcony.
And we had the trees in the pool today.
I did, so you very well.
Be careful.
All right, good night, everybody, thank you.
Bye.
Right.